There's something that haunts you. Negative thought. Maybe it's reoccurring negative thoughts. It could be about money. It could be about your relationship with your spouse. It could be about the fear of failure. But whatever it is, it just keeps reoccurring, and it is something that bothers you. It haunts you. It's a negative thought and you just can't seem to kick it. You go to sleep thinking about it. You'll wake up thinking about it, and it's just nagging thought that is just not doing any benefit for you in your life and just seems to be setting you back mentally and spiritually. I think most people are smart enough to know that these thoughts actually have no benefit to you or your life. It's nothing but negativity. It's actually hurting you, sometimes even on a physical level, but it's very difficult to escape these negative thought patterns. So I'll try to explain to you how you could adjust those negative thought patterns and move on to thinking more positive and not be haunted by your thoughts. First of all, you have to start by understanding you could never get new results with old thoughts. So the key to getting rid of those negative thoughts, escaping those negative thought patterns, is to change your thinking pattern. We can all agree that thoughts come from the mind, and you hopefully can control your thoughts. That's the one thing that we do have power over. It's just most people are mentally unfit, so they don't practice controlling their thoughts. A lot of people end up becoming a victim of their negative thoughts because they don't have any control over it. I could move my chest, right? The reason why I could move my chest is because I've trained my chest consistently and now I have control over it. Somebody who doesn't train their chest, or they have a flabby chest that's filled with fat, they don't have any control over their chest, so they can't move their chest. It's the same thing with your mind. You can gain control over your mind by exercising your mind, by having mental fitness. Consistent negative thinking is just a result of a bad diet. Not a bad diet as in food, but a bad mental diet. A lot of times people are taking in mental junk food. Mental junk food could be news. It could be something that upsets you on Twitter. It could be seeking out things that make you feel enraged or sad or scared or whatnot. People take in a lot of mental junk food, and this is a contributing factor to becoming mentally unfit. The first step is you have to change what you consume. Avoid the news. Avoid those social media websites that put you in a negative state. Avoid anything, people that put you into a negative state. You have to change what you consume first in order to start getting mentally fit so you could get away from those negative thought patterns and that negative frame of mind. Now, step 2 is understanding that you are not your thoughts. I want you to listen to me carefully. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. You can choose which thoughts you want to accept. You can ignore thoughts, or you can accept and embrace thoughts. So what ends up happening is a lot of people accept thoughts that they truly do not want. They don't want to have anything to do with those thoughts, but they'll accept it because they think they have no control. I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, I was scared of the dark. If it was nighttime and I heard something move around in the dark or whatnot, I start tripping out because I'm thinking it's a monster or something scary or somebody's coming to rob me, whatever. Now, as an adult, I no longer choose to accept those thoughts. Now, when I hear something move around or I hear a sound at nighttime, I think Mossberg. If you know, you know. But I've adjusted the way I react to that same stimuli by choosing how I'm going to interact with the thoughts that I would have. I still have the thought that, hey, yo, is that something going on out there? Is somebody in my house? But now I choose to interact with the thought differently by saying, hey, I'm going to get on my defensive mode instead of getting into a fearful mode. For example, somebody could cut you off in traffic and you could choose to interact with that thought negatively. You could think that person's a jerk. You could want to cuss them out. You could want to follow them. Or you can decide that, hey, you know what? Maybe that person's in a rush because they have a family member that's sick. It could be either situation, but most people choose to interact with that thought negatively. They think the person's just a terrible person and they get super angry and hyped up about it. You can choose how you interact with your thoughts. And this is critical because a lot of people are so reactive, they don't realize that they can choose how to react. You want to pull back on just blindly being reactive and then choose your reaction. And that's going to really help you adjust yourself when it comes to getting out of those negative thought patterns and those negative states of mind. Now, the third technique that you can use to escape negative thought patterns and negative states of mind is something called state management. And I've spoken about this on past videos. State management is just the ability to change the current emotional state you're in by doing certain things. You could change your state in very common ways, just like listening to music. If you listen to positive music, it's very difficult to stay in a negative state of mind. If you change your body posture, it's been shown that changing your body posture could actually change your mood. So if you raise your arms up in the air or whatnot, when somebody wins a race, they raise their arm in the air because that is your body celebrating. That's your body feeling good. Your body does that automatically when you feel good, right? When somebody hits a game winner and you're watching it, people go, yes, they put their arm up in the air, right? That's a natural thing for us to do. What a lot of people don't realize is that when you put yourself into these positive physical states, the mental will follow. And a lot of people don't know that. You cannot stand with your chest out and have strong, positive body language and feel negatively for too long. Whenever you're feeling down, you slouch over and your body posture becomes low because your body is reflecting your thoughts. Changing your posture and changing your body can reflect your thoughts, just like your thoughts can change your posture and your body. That is key. And a bonus tip, change your breathing. When people start to panic and people start to get in a negative emotional state or fear, a lot of times it affects your breathing patterns. That's why when somebody's in the ambulance or whatnot, they'll say, you got to breathe, because breathing is a major contributor when it comes to changing your state. So if you start to get into a negative state of mind, if you were to breathe, it can help you escape that negative state of mind. That's why one of the key fundamentals of meditation, which is a form of mental exercise, is breathing. Those are just a couple of the ways that you could escape a negative state of mind and kind of move into a more positive state of mind. You got consuming positive mental protein. You are not your thoughts. You are just the observer of your thoughts. That's extremely important. And you can also get out of a negative state of mind with state management and proper breathing. So if you really have a hard time with negativity and being stuck in a negative state of mind, these tips should help you with that. And remember that this takes practice. You're not just going to get up one day or just do these steps and just be 100% healed and you'll be thinking positive and everything will be great. It doesn't work like that. It's the same thing like exercise. If you go to the gym and you do one bicep curl, you're not going to have big biceps. But if you do it a couple hundred times, you're going to have big biceps. It's the same thing with practicing these techniques to escape that negative thought pattern and those negative frames of mind. With all that being said, I hope this provided some value. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.